we want to talk about two myths in a relationship. So the two most common myths that we hear couples talk about that really are just not true.
Yeah, we hear this from women all the time. We work with couples and women, and we're constantly hearing this feedback that the relationship shouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
You know, and this is a story that we had too, because, you know, if you've watched some of our other videos, we've definitely been on a journey in our own marriage. Adam and I have been married 18 years, been married 8 years now, but we've been together 18 years.
Yeah.
We've got 2 kids under 5, so 5 years of that has been parenting together. And there's a lot of challenges that come up, and there is a lot of growth that's had to happen on that journey. You've probably had a lot of growth. And this idea that relationships shouldn't hurt really does get in the way. I often say to couples, we've obviously watched too much Disney. Disney really screwed us up as young kids, like making us think that relationships were a fairy tale. Yeah. And that, you know...
And even on social media these days, most people only share the 5% of the happy moments or the highlight reel of their life. You're not seeing the truth of what's going on behind the scenes. So it can lead you to believe over time that things are way better and way easier
for everyone
than what they actually are. So the truth is, that's the first myth, is that relationships do hurt.
They do hurt.
And they are a challenge.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Just think about your relationships with your parents or with a friend. Yeah. Like, they hurt you sometimes. Does that mean that that relationship needs to end? Not always. You know, we always, you know, we don't put words in our mouths. Like, you need to understand that if you're being, you know, physically abused, emotionally abused, those things are different. Yeah. That type of hurt is different. That's not what we're talking about. But if you're in a relationship and you hurt each other sometimes, I mean, Adam has hurt me sometimes. I've hurt him sometimes. You know, with difference of opinions. I mean, we're completely different people. So it's unrealistic to expect that we are not going to hurt each other. You're literally setting your relationship up for failure if your belief and your story is that relationships shouldn't hurt, because you're going to be hurt in your relationship. That is just the truth. You know, we don't try to hurt each other, but we're not going to lie. In the past, we have. We've made mistakes. We're human beings. You know, how we learn is by making mistakes. You know, as a child, when you're learning to walk, you had to fall and crawl before you could walk. The same thing happens in our relationships. We don't just get in our relationships and just know how to meet the other partner's needs. I mean, if you've been watching some of our videos, we talk about that we're not even taught what a relationship requires, what it actually needs. So how can we expect that we're going to get into it and we're not going to make mistakes? Of course we're going to make mistakes, and that's okay, as long as we're owning those mistakes, as long as we're taking full responsibility, and showing up to the learning, the growth, the lesson in those mistakes,
and using those as a way to grow in the relationship.
Definitely.
So it's really just about realizing that, you know, you're going to be hurt sometimes, and then looking at that hurt and looking at your own patterns to realize, to try and discern the lessons that you can take from that in order to grow. Because that's what all these little mistakes are about. That's what life's about. It's about growing and becoming more of who you truly are. And the number one place where you're going to learn those lessons is in your most intimate relationship. So use it as a way to grow. And communicate with your partner.
And just open up your heart. Like, hurt cracks your heart open. That, you know, this is what I say to couples all the time. Love is not about being closed. You don't receive love when you have walls up, when you have all these barriers and armor. There is no love. It's about taking that armor off. It's about cracking open. So hurt cracks you open. It pierces your heart. It makes you open so that you have to expand. You have to build your capacity to be able to find love for somebody else, even if there is differences in your views, even if there is differences in the way you do things, because there will be. You're guaranteed that there will be. No two people are the same. Nobody thinks the same as you. So it's about learning to change your relationship to hurt. So that's our invitation for you, to change your relationship to what it means to be hurt. Your meaning at the moment, if you think you shouldn't be hurt, obviously means that if I get hurt, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough, he doesn't care about me. That story is not helping you in your relationship. That meaning is keeping you stuck. It's not helping you move forward. So we had to create a new meaning that, you know, sometimes when there's hurt, there's an opportunity for us to learn and grow together. There's an opportunity for us to open our hearts to each other and see what's there. So that's number one. Number two, the second myth that we hear a lot is that relationships shouldn't challenge you. That there shouldn't be any challenges. As if like this should just be a smooth journey. Like you get together, you get married, you have kids, white picket fence, like...
Yeah, if you're with the right partner, a lot of the people believe that if you're with the right partner, it should be easy and smooth. But that's not true. Again, we're human beings. We're all going through our own individual journeys and we're all making mistakes on our own journey. And then when you come together in a partnership, you're both having the challenges of dealing with each other's.
Yeah. And then you add kids as well. We often say it's a journey within a journey within a journey.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unravel. So again, it's changing your relationship to these challenges. We have had so many challenges in our relationship. Like, oh my God, so many challenges. We've been together since we were 14 and 15. So you can just imagine the challenges. We've been through puberty together, like having kids, you know, getting married, all those things. We've lived in a tiny house, you know. We've traveled the world. We've spent, 3 months in Europe. I'm sure you've done lots of these different things that have challenged you.
Yeah.
But it's again changing your relationship to being challenged. Challenges are what makes life interesting. Challenges are what makes life meaningful. This is where we create meaning from the challenges that we overcome in our lives. So if we just came here or we just got into relationships and it was just easy, we would get bored really quickly and we would start to create drama and problems because we need those challenges to grow. Challenges are what make us grow. So it's about learning to see that challenge and realizing this is an opportunity for growth. I'm not being challenged because I'm being punished because I'm a bad person or he's a bad person or that this relationship is bad or wrong. That is not the truth. The truth is you're being challenged to actually be able to have the relationship that you want. So Adam and I, every time we've been challenged, it's always asking for something to come out of us. So Adam has challenged me so much throughout our life.
So much.
To learn forgiveness. If Adam didn't continue to challenge me, I would never have learned forgiveness because I wouldn't access that part of myself. I wouldn't need to because there was no challenge forcing that out of me. And Adam has had...
Aston's forced me to learn how to open up and share my heart and get out of my head and get more into my heart.
And be more authentic.
And that's been a huge challenge for me as well. So we both challenged each other.
Yes.
And that's part of the reason why you come together in the first place. I think, we come together in these relationships to help each other to grow. That's my belief, that we come together to really help each other to grow to the next level. And that's something you can't do by yourself. You need a mirror that reflects back to you your patterns which are holding you back, and that's what a relationship really is.
And those challenges, honestly, you wouldn't be who you are without those challenges. I wouldn't be who I am. Adam wouldn't be who he is. Our relationship wouldn't be what it is without those challenges. So honestly, we want to invite you today to just look at the challenges that you've had in your relationship so far and ask, what were the lessons? Pull them out, extract them. What did it teach you?
And share them with us in the comments down below. We'd love to hear what challenges you've had. And
or send me a message and let me know, because there will be lessons that, like, every challenge is bringing something out in you. Even with our kids, I always used to say I'm not a patient person. I had children and my children made me find that patience in me. They challenged me to find some patience. And I'm a more patient person now because of the challenge from them. So literally, if we're not challenged, there is no reason to change. There is no reason to grow. Everything stays the same without the challenge. So we want to invite you to really look at your past challenges in your relationship, or if you're having challenges at the moment in your relationship, look at it and extract the lessons from it. Ask yourself, what is it helping me to become? What is it helping me to learn? Because it's a gift, and we actually need to be grateful for these challenges. And I mean, it's hard.
It's
really
I know.
Hard.
Yeah.
In the moment, we've felt this so many times. Like, I'm really trying to be grateful for this.
Yeah.
But when you can see the lesson and reflect back and realize, like, wow, I'm a different person because of that challenge, then you can find some gratitude. But the first step is literally to just let go of these myths, because these two myths are holding you back in your relationship, and they're making you think that you're wrong, your partner's wrong, the relationship's wrong, and in a lot of cases that's not true. It's just not true. And like we said, a lot of couples are having challenges, but we've been taught by society to not speak about our challenges because, if we have challenges, we're failing. So we want to change your relationship. We're really here to revolutionize relationships and change the way we talk about them and change the way we are in relationships and realize that challenges are an opportunity to grow. An opportunity to grow together, an opportunity to grow in yourself and grow in your relationship. So we hope you've loved this chat today. If you have, let us know. Subscribe, like, and come back and watch more because we're sharing more of these tools and tips on a weekly basis. So,
and if you want more of this stuff, guys, just jump down in the links below, just below this video there. You'll see a bunch of links of how you can work with us or how you can get access to more free stuff and more awesome stuff to help you in your relationship. And we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah. That was good, wasn't it?